Welcome to TAP's Industry Analysis TIA Spotlight. 3 questions in 9 minutes. Yes, we're going to keep it tight, but we're going to pack it full of great information. My name is Ryan John Ragsdale, co-founder of TAP Innovations, and we have a special guest today, Sanket Thakkar, CEO, co-founder of iConFlux Technologies. Thank you for joining us on our show today, Sanket.
Yeah, thank you, John. Thanks for for the opportunity, and I really appreciate the initiative which you have taken for this.
Excellent. Before we get started with the questions, though, Sanket, please introduce yourself and your company in less than 30 seconds.
Sure. So I'm Sanket Thakkar, and I'm a serial entrepreneur, and having 10 plus years of the IT industry experience. I'm representing my main company, iConFlux Technologies, which is a service-based company in India, and we are focusing on the custom application development, as well as I have a few startups where we work in different industries. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, we're certainly glad to have you today. We're going to jump right in. As we all know very well, we're experiencing a global pandemic like the world has never seen before, COVID-19. So let's start with business challenges that you, your teams, your customers, or your vendors are experiencing. Question number 1, what are those new challenges you are facing since this awful COVID-19 outbreak?
Yeah, well, I'm just 30, and I was in school when 2008 challenge where happened, the financial challenge. So this is the first time kind of situation I'm facing right now in my life. Uh, so I can see like 3 challenges which we face right now. The first and biggest challenge is the financial challenges, because it hits us a lot in terms of the cash flow collections and all. So that is the one of the biggest challenge which we are having right now. Second is the one working environment challenge, because we have never prepared working from home 100%, and right now we are working 100% from home. So that is again a challenge which we are seeing right now. And third is being a service industry, there is a lot of dependency on the sales. So the sales forecasting, which is the biggest challenge for us. Like we were unable to find what's next. So that is our biggest problem, because we were unable to scale up the team. We were unable to manage the resources, and at this juncture, when there is a no response from the prospect, then we might face a bench issue. So the financials, working environment, and the sales, these are the 3 issues which we are seeing right now.
And those are all interrelated, and they are real challenges, Sanket. Thank you for sharing those. With those, now, what are you doing differently that you weren't doing before, right, to handle those?
Yeah, so let's say for the financials, first of all, everyone is doing the same thing, like try to reduce the cost, so which we have done so far. Secondly, we have opened up the condition what is with us, with our employee, and we request them to cooperate them, and we are trying to execute the project in the double speed, so that we can increase the profit margin, and we can ask for more projects. And good thing for us is like when we opened up the situation with our employee, they all are supportive, and being a part of family members, we all are fighting with the situation. So to face the financial challenge, the most important things which we did is like we have opened up our situation with our employee. Secondly, the working environment challenge. This is the first time happened, like everyone is working from home, 100% working from home. So we have given the a flexibility of the working hours, so that they can support their families. And also sometimes in this situation, working from home, staying in home 24 hours and 7 days, so that leads to a mental stress for them. So we develop, not develop, but we have created one WhatsApp group called Icons of iConFlux, where all the different people who is having different kind of who are doing different kind of activities, like someone is singing a song, someone is playing a board, someone is playing a quiz with the employees, and someone is doing some funny videos. So that's how we try to entertain them so that they can get relaxed and they can reduce their mental stress. And third, sales forecasting, that is the biggest challenge, and we are seeing like for a couple of months it is going to be very hard for us, and no prospect is ready right now, and maybe 1 or 2 months or 3 months, depends on the situations. Yes, there will be a challenge. So we were analyzing like what can be done over here. So then we analyze and we come to a conclusion like, okay, past our journey, a lot of ideas are hit in our mind, but due to the financial challenge, then priorities and the time, we were unable to work on those ideas. So right now we are working on small ideas and try to make a solution for those ideas, so that once the environment gets relaxed, we can try to sell this. And that's how we are trying to engage our resources, the development team, as well as we are making our sales team to be ready once those small solutions get ready. So that's how we are trying to manage the financial challenge, working environment challenge, and the forecasting challenge, sales forecasting challenge.
Very proactive steps to take advantage of the time that you have available, so that when things do pick back up, you are ready. That's a great plan and a great strategy.
Right.
Now, Sanket, for the last question, and this is a challenge, right? It forces us to brainstorm. It forces us to think outside of the box. But if money
Right.
and resources were not an issue, what would you do?
Yeah, for sure. If the money and the resources are not an issue for us, then this is the right time where we need to provide the more benefit to our employee, majorly the financial benefits to the employee, as well as if I don't have any money issue, then I may try to cooperate with my customer as well, though we are doing right now. But I can give them a flexibility for the payments, and give them a flexibility in terms of the rates and margin, so that if they are heated, then if we support them when they are growing up, then definitely it will help us. So that's the main thing which we have to do, like to be fair with our employee as well as with the customer. And secondly, yes, we need to invest in the infrastructure, because we were never be ready with 100% working from home. So if money is not concerned, then definitely we should invest in the infrastructure, so that sometimes the same challenge happened, then we have to be ready with that.
Those are great ideas. I love the first two. All three were great, but the first two, thinking about others, right? Thinking, not
Yeah.
necessarily about yourself, but how can I help my employees? How can I help my customers? I love that approach. Sanket, again, great ideas. Hopefully with the posting of this video, right, we can take this content, you and I and others can find ways to implement some of these ideas during this pandemic, again, to help others. Any final comments from you, Sanket?
So, I must say, the situation is for the time being, and it will get normal within, few months. And it is rightly said, like every, problem is an opportunity for us. So we need to find out the right opportunity, and we need to look back, what mistake we did so far in previous, journey. And if we can correct and we can try to plan an action, then once we bounce back, these markets gets open, and this whole disaster gets over, then we can bounce back very fastly, because we analyze the previous mistakes which we did so far. And something in general, I think the nature has taught us how, like, what is our need to live our life, and what is the real happiness. So I must say, this pandemic, taught us a lot, like what is our actual need to live our life. So, we need to reduce the cost, and still we can enjoy our life with the family. And, this saving can, help us, help us when, we are heated by this situation again, or some different situation. But yes, saving is most important, and this is what we learned so far, and everyone has to do that.
Great perspectives. Excellent. Sanket Thakkar, CEO, co-founder of iConFlux Technologies. Thank you for joining us here on TAP's Industry Analysis TIA Spotlight. Stay safe, 6 or more feet apart and healthy, and let's work together to get through this challenging time.
Thank you, John. Thank you.